Algebra 1, Lesson 31, Equations with Parentheses. We're going to go ahead and do all three practice problems on this lesson today. So, starting with A. Equations with parentheses are just, they're a lot like normal equations. We just have to do a little more simplification before we can solve. So, simplifying by using the order of operations, we have to distribute to eliminate the parentheses in this first problem. So, negative 3 is going to get multiplied by 2 and negative c. Once we distribute, that changes the left side of the equation to negative 6 plus 3c. And that's going to equal c minus 2. From here, we just go right into our rules of equations. We want all the c's on one side and all the numbers on one side. So I'll go ahead and I'll subtract c from each side to get all the c's moved. And then I'm going to add 6 to each side to move all the 6's. From here, these cancel, and this turns into 2c. The c's cancel, and negative 2 plus 6 gives us positive 4. Last step is to divide by the coefficient of 2. And then c equals 4 over 2, or that reduces to 2 over 1, which is just simply 2. And that's our final answer. So these equations really aren't that different. We're just adding an extra step at the beginning, which is to simplify the parentheses. Now in B, we have two sets of parentheses, and this first one only has a negative on the outside. So we're going to distribute that negative, or that negative 1, to each of these numbers. Then we're going to distribute this 4 over here on this side. So this makes the left side negative 6c plus 5, and this side becomes 28c minus 32, and then plus 3 on the end. From here, we'll combine this negative 32 and the positive 3, and that becomes negative 29. So now our equation is 28c minus 29 on the right side, and negative 6c plus 5 on the left side. Now we just got to move our c's and our whole numbers over, so I'll add 6c to this side and add 6c to this side. And then I'll add 29 to this side and add 29 to this side. Those cancel. Those cancel. 29 plus 5 gives us 34. And 28 plus 6 also gives us 34. We divide by the coefficient of 34, and we see that c is just equal to 1. And that's our answer there. Now for practice C. Again, we have two sets of parentheses. This one has a negative on the left side and a z on the right side. So this can be a little bit tricky because we have to distribute on each side. First, we're going to have to distribute the negative, and then we also have to distribute the z. So when we multiply 7 by negative 1 and z, we get negative 7z. 9 minus the negative 1, negative 9 minus negative 1 gives us positive 9, and then 9 times z gives us plus 9z. Then we have minus 6z to finish off the left side. Now on the right side, all we have to do is distribute the whole number 8. That turns into negative 48 and plus 16. Here we see that all of our z's are already on one side and all of our whole numbers are already on their own side. So we just have to combine like terms and then solve for z. So negative 7 plus 9 gives me positive 2. 2 plus negative 6 gives me negative 4z. On this side, negative 48 plus 16. That's a little bit of a tough one. Let's see here. We'll add and then, or we'll subtract and then make the answer negative. So 6 from 8 is 2, 1 from 4 is 3, and that's going to be negative 32. So negative 4z equals negative 32. From here, we divide by the coefficient of negative 4. The negatives cancel, and 4 gives into 32 8 times. So z is equal to 8.